Hi, welcome once again to Starseed Rising 333. I'm glad you've tuned back into this channel. And if it's your first time, welcome. Now, this is going to be a past live healing reading, okay, and it's for the divine feminine, any females who have tuned in to watch this reading today. All right, you don't need to be on a spiritual soul life path or journey to watch this reading. Is for anyone. And whatever messages that come out, please take what resonates and leave the rest. Now, this reading is just called a past life reading, all right? And it's similar to the past life energy healing reading, as well as the past life regression and the secret cosmic traveler reading. Okay, but there's a slight twist, okay, to this reading. Now, again, this is a collective reading, not a personal reading. So if you want to find out more about your past life, because we are all spiritual beings having a human experience, I would suggest or recommend to watch other guided um, meditations, okay, which is specifically designed for you only, or you could look for a reputable um healer who specializes in that sort of work. All right, if you want to find out more about your personal past life. Okay, now what it is with this reading, when I ask our spiritual team certain questions, what it's going to do is, because the readings, whether it's tarot oracle readings, is all to do with energy. Okay, but there are some I'm going to be asking spirits, okay, to give me information for which is connected to three different people, but some of the um obviously responses may be similar, may be different. All right, so it's all to do with energy. All right, and if you are interested in reading for yourself, okay, you are interested in doing that sort of work, I will put the names of all the decks that I'm going to be using for this reading. I will put it in the description box. And if you do enjoy this reading, please don't forget to click the like button, subscribe or share, or just leave a comment. All right, so before I use any of the decks, I just want to just say a prayer to Archangel Zadkiel. And I'm going to be using a prayer from this book. It's called Angel Prayers by Carl Gray. Okay, before I start the reading. Archangel Zadkiel, angel of justice and righteousness, keeper of the violet flame, thank you for bringing your energy to me now. I surrender, release, and transmute all old karma, contracts, and setbacks with love. I am the violet flame. The spirit of mercy fills my very core as I find it within myself to forgive and release the past and to focus on compassion. I am an expression of divine love. Thank you for supporting me, and so it is. And if you are interested in working with archangels, okay, especially with Zadkiel, okay, Zadkiel and Michael can help you overcome fears or phobias. Zadkiel, Michael, and Azrael are a powerful combination to help transmute and remove fear from a space or home. All right. Zakiel works with Michael and Raguel to bring about justice. All right. So if you are interested in working with the archangels, you want to know what the different roles are and so forth. This is a very good book, and it's called Angel Prayers by Carl Gray. Okay. All right, to keep the frequency and vibration high, I'm going to be using the first deck. It's called Spirit Junkie and it's by Gabrielle Bernstein. I'll just select a card. Okay. It says here, The more I honor my inner light, the more I brighten the world I choose to shine. All right. So it's all about like tapping into our inner being, okay, to bring about whatever it is that's buried inside of us, all right, to also to connecting with the divine, the higher power, to bring about and so that we can know ourselves better, and as well as to bring about the positive things, okay, that is probably hidden inside of us. So and one of the ways, the best way to do that is to connect again with source, with the higher power, to enable us to do that, okay, so that we can then step into our power to enable us to shine. All right. We shouldn't be in this world dimming our light. We are here to shine as individuals, okay? Even though we are spiritual beings having a human experience, we all have a purpose, all right? We are important, all right? We are special, okay, and needed by the divine, okay? So it's very, very important for us to step into our own personal power, gain the wisdom, the knowledge that we need in order for us to shine our light. It's very, very important. All right, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to be asking our spiritual team, okay, uh, for the first energy, all right, that they're picking up on, all right, so I can start the reading, all right. So I'm going to be using these decks, okay. I'm going to be using the past life oracle cards as well as the past life energy oracle. So let's see what's going to come out for the first energy. It could be yours, okay, it could be somebody else's, okay. But there's always something to learn, okay, from these energies, all right. Because whatever answers that's going to come out, all right, some of the, in fact, some of the questions I'm going to ask, all right, some of the answers that's going to come out, it could be helpful to you, okay. You might be experiencing these things, all right, at the present moment in your life, and then you'll be able to gain knowledge as to how to, sort of uh, resolve these issues, all right. So let us see. Just give the cards a bit of a shuffle. So the first thing I'm going to ask Spirit is just to describe the to give a physical description of who you were, if you were um a man or woman. It doesn't always, it depends, okay, because we all have different past lives, and as I said that um some of them, okay, we were a man, and some of them we were a woman. So let us see, okay. So the spiritual angels, can you give me the description of the first energy, please? First energy. Let's see. Let's see. Holy spiritual angels, can I have the physical description of the first energy? First energy. Holy spiritual angels, can I have the Holy spiritual angels, can I have the It doesn't really say, it just... Okay, I might have to use... Okay, let me just see. Okay, right. Okay, it says that you were female. Okay. Um, and that you were a mother. Okay. Um, and also, I was going to ask the location. It does say here that, so let me just put the first, so basically you're a female and a mother. Um, you were someone who was quite, you were either spiritual or quite religious. Okay. Um, you were also married as well. Okay, because that wanted to come out. I might have to remove this box. Let's see. There's something here I saw earlier. It talks about, let me just see if I can find it. Um, I'm just trying, because I did see Egypt, so I'm just trying to get the past life location. All right, Egypt. Okay, Egypt. All right, so that's probably where you lived. Okay, together with your husband. Um, Now it looks like, okay, yeah. This one also wanted to come out communal living. So you probably lived in an urban area as well back in Egypt. All right. So what I'm going to do is ask what past life um relationship that you carried over to this present life. Okay. So let's see. So let's see. Holy Spirit, Holy Angel, what past life relationship did the collective bring over to this present life? Let's see. Okay, it's to do with, I guess, a partner. All right. It says love life. So, it could definitely be to do with a relationship, but it's to do with love. Okay. Now, so it could be the way love is expressed in a particular relationship. All right. Now the interesting thing here is that let me just ask spirit, okay, because it could be that you were probably the type of person that was very giving, all right, giving more than receiving, because I'm looking at this knighthood here, all right, this knighthood, um, But I just want to see, let's see, I'll keep this aside and see what else comes up. All right, regarding um this love life. Okay. All right. What came up? Okay. Okay, baby wanted to come out. So it could be to do with love life. It may be to do with a relationship with a child. Let's see what else. Okay, it could, all right. I think what it is that I think it has something to do with um it could be to do with your relationship with your children. Okay. Um yeah, because we've got knighthood and base. So it could be to do with the relationship that you have with your children. Okay, maybe you're someone who always because after well, I mean, from what I've learned being on a spiritual journey is that there comes a time, all right, where sometimes you have to let go. In other words, that you have to allow um children to sometimes make their own mistakes. Okay, and like some parents, okay, can be, or if your parent, some parents, okay, can be very clingy, very demanding, or it could be a case where this child um always doesn't want to listen, very stubborn, always makes mistakes, and you are always the one who have to pick up the pieces. All right, so I think from what the information that I'm getting, it looks like, all right, that maybe or by doing these things, okay, it could somehow affect your relationship you had with your partner as a result, by keeping rescuing a child, okay, all the time, when they are supposed to be able to be responsible for their own actions. This is what I'm getting here. All right, this is what I'm getting here. The this business of always rescuing your child or children. Now maybe it could be something that that's what's happening in your life now, all right, or it could be something that's had, like you've experienced in the past, all right. Now you could also, probably you don't have any children, all right, and maybe you have a niece or nephew, but you have that thing embedded in you, all right, always, every time, because maybe if they are with they, like their mom or their dad is quite strict, whatever, they tend to find that when they come to you, you always like sort of bail them out, and maybe that could be the case. All right, so just take it as it resonates, okay. But this is what that's coming out here. That's why you got knighthood and you got baby. All right. Okay, now what I'm getting also from the cards, okay, that at one at one point, okay, you were probably a high priest or priestess. And as I said earlier, that we've had many past lives, so you could have either be male or female. Sometimes it's very, it doesn't really say, it will just say male, female on the card, but hey, and as well, that's what is coming up here. It says high priest or priestess. Okay, and obviously, the one at the top, it says trust and faith. Okay, so obviously you will. probably stepping into your power there because you got trust and faith. All right. And let's see what else. It says, let me just see if I could get anything else. Let's see what were your passions? I don't know if I, let me just see what, if I can get anything here regarding your past life passion. In spiritual angels, what was the collective's past life passion? What was their past life passion? Okay. It says angels. So it looks like that you were very committed. All right. You were very committed because you've got angels there. You had a very strong connection with the angels. Let's see what else. Right. I think they want me to take these as well. Past life. Let's see about your. Okay, let me just see. Now I'm gonna ask if spirit can give me your the way your past life death. Okay, so let's see. Holy Spirit, past life death, past life death, past life death. Okay, I think they wanted me to take this. It says that you were also like you were somebody who loved the arts. So you love the arts. You probably liked to write. It says scribe or writer. So let me just find out about if I can get anything here regarding past life death. Can I have a clue or know how the collective died? Past life. Okay, it says phobias here. So maybe you were fearful about something. Okay, because it says phobias here. This is what I wanted to come out. Um, anything else? I might use the other deck and see what comes out there. If I can find out anything else. Let me use the use this and see if I can find out anything else. It says phobias, so let's see what else. If there's anything else. I think it's phobias, you know, because it doesn't. Yeah. Yes, phobias. Okay. So what I'm going to do is see past life. I'm going to ask what was your past life lesson. Okay, your past life lesson is to do with devotion. Okay. So you got spiritual practices, intuitive history. All right. So this was your past life lesson. Okay, being devoted to whatever you did. All right. Probably in terms of your work, because it does say that one of the things that you did, you were a high priest or priestess back in the days. Okay, let's see about unresolved issues from your past life, unresolved issues from the collective's past life. Okay, so we've got here unresolved issues. Okay, it could be to do with addictions, um as well as phobias. Okay, maybe that's something that you're still battling with at this time. Okay, all right. And also okay, yeah. Okay, right. So you could be still battling with phobias, okay, addictions, um also maybe fear of loss in terms of money, um right. um and you have to be careful because these addictions could affect your health. Okay. um but what I'm also seeing here, all right, let's see if I can find out your. Okay, warrior wanted to come out. So your real life purpose is to have courage, okay, taking on challenges, so that will overcome your phobias, okay, which would lead to success. All right. Um, to lead to your present life purpose, and the advice from past self to present self, all right, um, is to release, okay, any relationship that doesn't serve your higher purpose. Okay, now it could be because the family card wanted to come out as well, so it could be to do with, as I said, the relationship with children. Okay, um because you have her parent and child. All right, so this is the advice here. Okay, so um some of the advice in order for you to um for your for you to step into your power in this lifetime, and also to help you, okay, to, to move away from anything that is causing blockages in your life, okay. And yes, so this is the messages, this is what that's coming up here, okay. All right. Yeah, so in order for you to step into the warrior mode, is to like sort of like to sort of like heal, or make sure that um have the strength, okay, to overcome these phobias, all right. And as well as but any, if you are have, or if you have any addictions which could affect your health, okay, um and not being scared of loss, okay, if it means maybe something that doesn't serve your higher purpose, in order for you to step into your power, um, to be successful, to release anything that doesn't serve your higher purpose, because God, relationship repeat. It could be to do with a thing, a place, a person, all right. And it looks like that you could be somebody who is of service, all right, to the community. Okay, so this is what the first these messages are coming up for the first individual, okay, that's the energy that's the spiritual team is picking up on, all right. Okay, so I'm going to ask our spiritual team, okay, to see what other advice, and this is going to be for someone else now, the second energy, all right. Okay, so I'm just going to give the cards once again a bit of a shuffle. And see what second energy that's our spiritual team is picking up on, okay. So let me just give it a bit of a shuffle and see. All right, so the first one was a mother. Let me just write that down. Okay, so for the spiritual angels, can I have the physical description of the second um, energy? For the spiritual angels, can I have the physical description of the second energy spouse? Okay, so the second energy that's being picked up, it just says spouse, okay. So you could either be a man or woman, all right, a man or woman. As I said, that we, because we've had various past lives, you could either be a man or woman, okay. um let's see what else. Can I have a, let me see if I can get a location. um says okay, so you lived in an urban area. Let me just see what else. Okay, so let's see who. Well, the spiritual energy, who was the collective? What was their personality? Who was the collective? Okay, it says Native American. So you were Native American, okay, or you probably have Native American blood in you. Okay. Now, it also says that what other causes coming out. Okay, the um past life relationship, all right, that was carried over from your present life is a relationship with your father. You probably felt rejected because you got father here. Oh, now it's two things here. All right, you, yeah, you could have been okay because you got orphan here. So you could have lost both your father and your mother. All right. So, because you got orphan hair, all right, or you could have been rejected by one of your parents, either a mother, all right, or a father, all right. So I'm going to just take these three. Orphan, okay. So you could have either lost your father and mother, but I don't think so because they said um past life because I've asked the past life relationship carried over to the present life, all right. So it could be that you felt somehow abandoned or rejected by one of your parents or both, okay. I don't think that you lost them physically, like they died. I think it's just that you just felt somehow neglected by either one of your parents or both. All right. Um, Now it could be because we've got transportation here. All right. So maybe they traveled a lot. Okay. They could have traveled a lot. See. Um, let's see. Just trying to see what else what other information. Could I do this? Let's see. Yeah, they traveled a lot. Okay, so right, so okay, you could have traveled a lot because I was going to ask past life purpose. Okay, so um you could have been a high priestess in or high priest in the past, and that could be all right, and that could have been a place in I'll just put travel first. Let me just put travel and leaving or travel first. Okay. All right. As I said, now persecution Egypt. You could have been a high priestess, okay, in Atlantis. All right. A high priest or priestess in Atlantis. Um, but was persecuted um in Egypt, okay? All right, and your past life uh passion, okay, you was someone who was quite wise, all right. Um you were also somebody, okay, so you were probably most likely, okay, you were scribe or writer. um you gained or had a lot of wisdom, all right. And obviously, if you were high or high priestess, you were somebody who is quite spiritual, quite religious. Okay. So maybe you embody some of these attributes now. Okay, and was wondering why that's the case. Okay, it's probably because you know, um you could be a high priest or high priestess watching this. All right, and okay. Now your past life death, it could be something to do with unrequited love. Okay, you might have died from a broken heart. Okay, because that's what matches with love life. Okay, or you could have had a, or it could be to do for it, but I don't think it's a relationship to do with a child. But it does. I think this does that you had a baby. Okay, you were in a relationship because I mean at the beginning it says spouse. Okay, so you had a child with this with your partner. Okay. But again, you know, you could have died from a broken heart. So let's see. I'm going to be using the past life energy oracle to just to see past to just to get the past life lesson. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what was the collective past life lesson? Past life lesson. Okay, yeah, it's something to do with love. Yeah, because you got spouse, lover here. So it's just finding the right one. Okay, one that someone who can return the same love, that amount of love that you are giving to this person. That's what it is. That's the past life lesson. Okay, all right. Okay. And let's see if I can get anything else because I was going to ask unresolved. Okay, so let me just ask unresolved issue. Let's see if there's anything unresolved issue. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. Okay, I think the unresolved issue is being your own person because you've got um which means self-discovery, okay? Because you've got explorer here, all right. It could be to do with money because you've got wealth here. Um, maybe you are somebody who is somehow don't feel how have the confidence to take a leadership role, okay? Because yeah, maybe afraid to speak up about something, okay? Taking the initiative, the leap of faith in order to move forward, but it doesn't always have to be um it could be to do with love, okay, as well. It could be to do with love, but I think it's more to do with being being in the right mindset, okay, in order for you to be able to obtain wealth, because you got resourcefulness. It says intelligence, mental action, right thinking, all right. And this card also comes with, yeah, self is, you see, self-doubt, feelings of inadequacy, all right. Now there could be some issues regarding your to do with your inner child, okay, that's blocking you from, you know, taking that leap of faith to be your own person, you know, in order to be in this right mindset, which would lead you to some form of leadership role, which would lead to wealth. Okay. So maybe there's some things, okay, something relating to your inner child that's blocking that. Um, it could be things to do with a love relationship, but I doubt very much. Okay, but even if it is, all right, you've got Archangel Zadkiel here, all right, so his spirit is around this reading, and his advice is to be, you know, to forgive yourself and whatever that you may. It could be something that you're experiencing now and you maybe you don't know, or it could be a repetitive thing that's going on in your life and you wonder, well, okay, why is this happening? But it could be something to do with the past, all right. So, one of the things that you can do is, if um you may need to do some form of inner child healing, all right, or inner soul healing, um some bit of shadow work as well. And you can call on Archangel Zadkiel to help you to be, maybe, you might be that's something as well. You might be, stopping yourself from being in um a proper love relationship, okay, or loving relationship. um but it's all to do, in order for you to do these things, okay, you need to forgive yourself, heal from the past to move on, which could lead to, spiritual freedom. And you can also call on Archangel Metatron as well. All right. Because obviously it does say that you were a high priest or priestess in the past, and you can call on Metatron in order to gain ancient, connect with the higher power, the divine, as well as the angel, so you can obtain, and your spiritual team, the ancestors, to obtain ancient wisdom and understanding. All right. And it could be that you might have some role that could be your life, your present life purpose, okay, is to have some form of leadership role in the community, and also to be able to, um and the advice, I guess, yeah, definitely, is to heal. All right. So the advice from past life to present life, all right, is to be more in control of your life. Okay, to follow your intuition, have hope. Okay, got quite a few angels coming up for this one. So you've got Archangel Haniel. It says joy, gratitude, and intuition. You've got Faniel here, where it says to have hope. You can always call on her. um, and also, um, to do any type of healing. Maybe in the past with the love relationships, there was some form of deceit, okay, and you might have experienced being abandoned. But you can always call on the angels, okay, to help you to be able to express yourself more effectively, all right, and to, yeah, um, and to connect again, all right, with the higher power, your spiritual team, to help you, all right, to help you. So yeah, so I, you know what, to be honest with you, with the advice to past life to present, is to just heal those. I think it's a lot of it has um to do with love relationships, okay, um whether it's with a partner, or that happened in your inner child. Okay, there might have been some form of deceit there, betrayal, when it comes to your former partners or whatever. Um, relationship repeat didn't come up, so I don't think that is much to do with, when it comes to relationship with partners. It could be more to do with, you need to do probably more into do inner child work here. This is what I'm seeing here. All right. So that's for the second energy, okay, our spiritual team is picking up on. So I'm just going to do the next one, okay, the last one. So let me just clear the table a bit. So spouse. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Let me just put the for the third. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, can I have the physical description of the third collective? Okay, right. So what wanted to come out? Okay, it just says karmic relationship. So you could either be a man or woman. Okay. Now, you could have been in the military. All right. Um, okay, so you could have been the male character here in the picture. Okay. Or you could have been okay, the spouse or girlfriend. Okay. Now, okay, you could be okay, either Native American or have Native American in you. Okay, your blood, I should say. Okay, you could have been married, all right. Or be or have some allegiance, okay, to an institution, or you could have been married, okay, because you got vows here, all right, and then you got authority figures, okay. Let's see what's underneath. Or these vows, okay, could just mean that you know that um you were married, okay, because in spirituality, okay, marriage, okay, is seen as some form of institution, okay, some form of binding, or very much linked to the law, because it's a binding contract, right? Okay, so let's see what else now. Okay, you could be a star seed, or connected, or have connections with the Galactic Federation. All right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because this card wanted to come out. It was on top of the deck, I should say. Let's see what else. I like these past life readings. It's very interesting because you never know what's going to pop out. Okay. Um. Now, I was going to ask the past life. I was going to ask the past life relationship. Okay. It definitely is in a past life relationship. I think that was. See. I'll keep these aside. I think what okay, the past life relationship carried over. I think it's something to do with your vows here. Now, it could be that because you were Native American, okay, there was some conflict here of what you believed in. Because if you were Star Child, most likely that you were somehow spiritual. Yeah. And as a result, it could have caused some problem here. It could have caused maybe some problem, all right, um, with um your relationship, okay. Um, yeah. This is what I'm getting here from this. All right. Yeah. And at some point, all right, um, so I think this is what it is. The past life relationship, all right, carried over to this present lifetime was to do with your vows, your commitment here. Okay? And I think it could be to do with your um spiritual connection. Yeah. Because you know if you ever I mean if you read about or you know about the Native Americans, right? Indians or any indigenous people, all right, they have a very strong connection, all right, um, to you know I mean like to the universe. I mean the way they worship, okay, is so different from the way the westernized, you know, like westernized people do, right? So this is what I'm seeing here. Okay, you were either Native American or you had Native American blood in you, all right. You were very spiritual, okay, but whatever your the way you worship, because as I said, the galactic cardinal, meaning that you were a star seed, all right, and because of the way you worshipped, all right, it there was causing some problem here, all right. So now maybe that is the reason why authority figures is here, all right. Now, when it comes to um, now it also from all the messages that's coming out. Okay, it looks like at one point you were imprisoned or you were probably, I don't know, it looks like that you were once a slave. Okay, and as a result, your health was impacted as a result because we have imprisonment or slavery and we've got health. I know it the cards came out, I mean the questions about, but you know, I'm just saying what I've been guided to say, okay, by my spiritual team. Because sometimes when you do tarot oracle readings, it just depends on the surrounding cards or the cards that's next to the particular cards that pop out. All right. Now, at one point, as I said, because you know, you do have the man in the military uniform, okay? The very first card. So, again, you know, you could have been in the war, all right? Because got won battles, all right? All right, and they could have been obviously if whenever there's a war, there could be a shortage of food. Okay, so you know, and that's just one of the things. Or you could have been during those times, all right, that you could have been held captive, all right, and you know, somehow in the war, yes, so you could have been held captive in the war as well, and you know there was a shortage of food, or you were and you lost a lot of weight because you got health, you got food and hunger, and you've got wars and battles there. All right. So these are some of the events that could have happened. All right, in your past lives, I should say. Okay. Let's see what else. Okay, it also says that in biblical times, all right, you had a child, okay, so you could have lived in biblical times, all right, and you also had a child, a baby. So even though, like, so please do not be put off because maybe, whatever questions I have for the first or second is different from, no, because I'm just going according to what has been guided me to say, like, so um that is what my spiritual teams want me to say, and the ancestors and a higher power. Okay, so um you could have been somebody that was quite wise, okay, because you do have um so it could be one of your passions to gain great wisdom, all right, because you've got trees, okay, trees does represent, or it could be something that was passed down to you, okay, through ancestry, um bloodlines. Okay, and again, you've got the spirituality and religious. So you could have been someone that was very much connected to nature. As I said, that I mean, the card Native American did come up, and galactic. All right, so I would say you were probably more spiritual in that sense. All right, so that could have been your passion, all right, and Um, obviously, it does say that at one point you were married. Okay, you were married because you've got spouse. All right, love life. Ooh, this one's long. And see. Oh, I already covered that. So okay, but you were in a relationship. Okay, you were in a relationship. You probably lived in an urban area because you got communal living, all right, there, but it looks like that there was unrequited love here, all right, so this could be most likely I'm just trying to see if I can. Okay, so I mean you could have probably sort of like that could have been why you probably passed away, okay, because you got unrequited love. Okay, or it could be to do with maybe you died during the war because if you notice that the building here is it's like it's been bombed, so you could have died during the war. most likely, because I think this is what's happened. Okay, your past life death. Okay, and I think the lessons here, let me just see if I can get anything here. Past life. So to by seeing this, looking at this, so you were in a relationship, okay, where there was where you probably didn't feel happy, all right, and it looks like that your cause of death was during the war here, all right, or something happened there, because if you notice that it's almost like this building's being bombed, all right. So let's see, past life lesson for the collective, or the spiritual angels, past life lessons for. Okay, so here you got. All right, so you got the right. Okay, so the unresolved issue. Let me just see what else. Okay. All right, so the unresolved issue from your past life. All right, it could be phobias. Okay, a fear or phobias. All right. Um. Also, let's see. Um. Your present life purpose, okay, is to be a shaman, all right, because the Native American card came up, so like somebody who um into some form of holistic healing, okay, which could include essential oils, herbs, that sort of thing, all right. Um, so this is your present life purpose. Okay, the advice from the past life to present life is not to go into relationships, okay, where like as it says, relationship repeats, not to go into those um repetitive uh relationships, okay, where there is no equal give and take, all right, to make sure that it's the relationship is balanced here when it comes to love, all right, and also not to overwork yourself, okay, overwork yourself, because then you become out of balance, and to always to make sure you put yourself first before others. Okay, so this is the advice from past life to present life. Okay, and that will help you to be more at peace with yourself. Okay, all right. And to also not only to help you feel at peace at yourself, but it could also give you the courage to overcome any challenges, because you are seen as the warrior, because as I said earlier, that you do have some connection here with the, you could be a star seed, or have a connection with the Galactic Federation. Okay, and that will definitely, if you heed that advice, it could lead to success. Okay, all right, all right. So what I'm going to do, let me just see what advice. All right. Let me just clear the table a bit. So we had spouse, mother. Let me just get the. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to select the first cards that came out, okay, to identify whether you are male or female or whatever. I'm just getting these cards out and just ask your spiritual team what are the messages of guidance they would like to give to you. So I'll just put them in order. So the first one was mother. Second one was spouse. And the third was karmic relationship. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Starseed Oracle and see what messages. Just shuffle the cards a bit. Okay, so I'm going to just ask Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what advice do you have for card 1, the first collective energy? Okay, so we got here, child of the cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you. Okay, so let me just read quickly what that's about. Sorry, I just need to child of the cosmos. I need to go into, let me just check 46. Okay, it says here there's a mysterious force that governs all of life, an intelligence that tells flowers when to bloom and the tides and seasons when to come and go. That intelligence is within you too. It was there before you drew your first breath, and it will be there well beyond your last. It's the part of you that informed every cell what to do when you were in your mother's womb. It's harder to resist this force than it is to surrender to it, because Earth is a planet of polarity and free will. It's easy to forget that this intelligence exists within us. So often we become disconnected from the pulse of life and fall into the pattern of believing that we're separate or feeling that we need to go it alone. We can feel isolated, and if we need to figure things out for ourselves, to rely on our own strength. You're being called to remember the intelligence that's within each and every one of your cells, to remember that you're a precious child of a loving, gentle universe, that you have access to all the intelligence, wisdom, strength, flow, and qualities there ever were, are, or will be, and to remember that if flowers know exactly when and how to bloom, then you do too. Wow, this is a very beautiful. Okay, so the card was Child of the Cosmos. Okay, so let me just put that on let's see if I can get a smaller stand. Okay. So let's see for the second one character. Okay, so all right, so let me just shuffle again. Not to move this so I have more space. Okay, so let's see. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, can I have advice for the second um, energy? Okay, it goes on to say, called soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. All right, so let's see what that's about. Called soul. Okay, it says, you came to earth with a double mission to grow as a soul and to bring about a shift in consciousness. The best way to fulfill these personal and collective purposes is to trust. Let me just put this on a stand. Sorry. Okay. All right. So it says here, let me just continue. The best way to fulfill these personal and collective purposes is to trust what it is that your soul is calling you toward, for it's encoded within the most direct path forward. Your soul has many unique gifts that it came here to share. Some you may already be aware of, others you're just beginning to uncover. You've been called to remember that your soul intelligently choose the perfect conditions to carry out your soul's mission and share your soul's gifts. If you're being called toward a creative project, a passion, or an adventure, this card is your confirmation that you're facing the right way and that this moment right here is destined. If you're being underprepared or thinking, who am I to do that? This card is guiding you to step up and leap. All right. And consider perhaps that your soul has been training for the moment right here for lifetimes. All right. There's just something here for the first one. Let me just see. Child. I think I just left something out here for the first card. 46. All right. Because I left something out there. Okay. The Starseed Soul Inquiry, okay, for the first card, which says child of the cosmos. Okay, if somehow this you connect to this message, that was the first one. It says you can say, how can you surrender more deeply to the intelligent flow of life? Okay, how can you surrender more deeply to the intelligent flow of life? Okay, and the starseed activation, well, if you have the deck, okay, you could um place this card on the portal of your heart and whisper the following: I call forth the soul's gifts and soul training that I've received throughout all my lifetimes. I'm ready to embody them all now without hesitation or fear. I fully commit to being here now. I'm ready to step into my soul's highest and most potent calling. I've been training for this for lifetimes, okay, because it's all to do with our past lives, okay. This is the whole point of this reading, all right. And I'm just going to ask Spirit um, to for advice or guidance for the last collective. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what message do you have for the... Okay, so it says here, I remember, it says soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. All right, so let me just put this on the start. Okay, so let's see. All right, okay. All right, so it goes on to say, so I'm reading the last one. It says, I remember soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. There was a moment before you were born when you chose the conditions of the life you're living right now. When you plotted out these exact moments along the timeline of your life, we live in a world of free will, and therefore these moments become our destiny only through saying yes. The fated life is the one we were born into. The destiny life is the one our soul chooses, and it takes courage and faith. If you pull this card, it's because you're likely now face to face with the choice to follow the destiny life over the fated life, to trust the path your soul is calling you towards, and to remember that this moment was prearranged on your life's timeline. You may find yourself at a crossroads, at a moment when you're being called to make a decision to keep walking the perfectly laid out path before you or choose the one less traveled. You may be facing a change of career, a new relationship, a difficult decision, or something else that requires courage and faith. You are being invited to remember your soul's greater plan and to surrender to it. When you're confronted with a path that's undefined, it's normal to doubt, to rear its head. In fact, this is a certain sign that you're facing your soul greater plan. Every hero in his or her life journey comes eye to eye with doubt. The only way around it through is through it. It's all part of the larger plan. Okay, and the Starseed soul query for the last card, it says, what are you being called to do to surrender to your soul's plan? Okay, what are you being called to do to surrender to your soul's plan? All right, so I'm just going to be using just a few other decks to um close out the reading. So let me just start with this one, Keepers of the Light, okay, by Carl Gray, and see what messages are coming out. All right. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so the first one is first spiritual being that's come out is Hilarion. It says divine healing, honor your sensitivity, retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. Okay, so some of you, especially if you're not a religious or support spiritual path, okay, so it's the time to retreat and heal. All right. Then you got this one is from faith, humanity, and benevolence. It says stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others, see the light in the world. Okay. Then you've got from Joan of Arc, it says voice of truth, stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution, and speak your truth. Okay. And then you got from Master Jesus himself. Okay. It says forgiveness. You are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father, healing is possible at this time. All right. So let's see what else. What else they wanted to? Okay, they wanted me to take these two as well. So this one is from the Divine Director. It says intervention and purpose. Divine intervention is occurring. So some of you might be going through that transition or transformation stage. All right. It says, know that you are being guided. Happiness is your purpose. All right. And this is from Paul the Vatican. Experiencing grace. Shift your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. Okay. Let's see what else. Our spiritual team wanted me to use this deck. Okay, this is just to do it for our dreams, because sometimes, you know, our dreams, okay, are sort of like messages to us, okay, from the subconscious mind and from the soul. All right. So this is a very good deck, okay, to help you understand your dreams. It's by Kelly Sullivan Walden. Okay. So let's see what's coming up for the collective. Okay, it says, so the first one is cars. So if you're dreaming about cars or cars appear in your dream, it says get into the driver's seat of your life. So it's also like stepping into your power, being controlled. You may probably be thinking about taking some form of leadership role. Okay, you've got church, temple, mosque here. So maybe some of you might be seeing the vision or dreaming of a, or have a dream of a church, temple, or being one, or mosque. It says recognize your spiritual authority. So in order for you to step into your power, is also means recognizing your spiritual authority. Okay, if you're on the spiritual life path. Okay, it also says gift. Okay, so it says be present. So it's all about like like um being the present moment, forgetting, letting go of the past, and preparing for you to move forward in your life. All right. It also says bathroom. So if you are if that if for some of you dream about bathrooms or things like it says flush away all that no longer serves you, means getting rid of what doesn't serve your higher purpose. All right. And the last one, our spiritual team wanted me to take, it says guide. It says follow in the footprints of greatness. So it's all about healing, letting go of the past, healing, and stepping into our power. Okay. They also wanted me to take this one, so I'm going to be using this. Is called spiritual gifts. So some of you, okay, might have um spiritual gifts at this present time. um and if you do, okay, they wanted me to take this one. It says past lives. All right, it says here, explore the mysterious of past lives to recover how previous experiences shape current emotions, behaviors, and situations. By understanding these connections, you can gain deeper insights into your present life and foster healing and growth. Okay, let's see what else. So some of you might be encouraged to either if you have spiritual gifts, or maybe to do a personal past life healing. It says spiritual writer, share your knowledge, insights, and wisdom through the power of written word. By expressing spiritual truths, you can bring clarity, healing, and inspiration to those seeking guidance. All right. And this one wanted to pop out. Let's see what this one. This one wanted to pop out, so I'm gonna just read it here. It says clear empathy. So maybe some of you might embody this. It says tune into the emotions, thoughts, and energy of others to help them heal and release unwanted energies. So maybe you might become, or if you have a spirit, you might probably become a Reiki uh healer or energy healer or somebody, or and it says here, by using your gift or clear empathy, you can offer deep emotional support and guidance on their journey to balance and clarity. All right. um Let me just use another deck. Where is my life purpose deck? It's okay. So let me just grab a few from this one. This is from the Life Purpose deck by Doreen Virtue. Let me just shuffle the cards a bit. Ooh. Additional messages to offer the collective. Okay, so all right, so it says here first, talk to your angels instead of worrying, ask for divine guidance. For some of you, you are on the right path, but you know you just need to tap in and into your, intuition. Or you can always call on the higher power, your angels, to give you confirmation, send you signs, signals, synchronicities. All right. To confirm this, it says that keep doing what you're doing because it's working. Synchronicities, that's it, synchronicities. All right, then you got infinite abundance. You're fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose. All right, so the more you devote yourself, the more blessings you receive from the universe. And it says animals, you understand animals and communicate with them intuitively. Trust your inner guidance as the animals are part of your life work. All right, so okay, I wanted me to take this, and it says healer here. Okay, it says you have the spiritual gift of healing and a desire to share it with others. So some of you, okay, might have that ability to do, not necessarily, but it just depends. You just need to connect to the divine, the higher power, to see what gifts you have come um to this earth, okay, your life, your true life purpose. Okay, it doesn't have to be doing some form of spiritual work. Okay, and to close the reading off, I'm going to be using this called Self-Awakening Oracle cards. All right, so let's see what comes up. Messages for the collective. Messages for the collective. Okay, so got here. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. I just need to do my best to get it done, and the results will be wonderful. Okay. I feel good when I can help others. So it's all about stepping into your purpose, doing what you love. I'm open to both sides of the situation. I think it's all to do with like compromise here, depending on the situation and what it's about. I know tomorrow will be better than today. And I'll just select one from the bottom of the deck. It says, trust my own instincts, which is the God's feeling, all right, which is very much connected to the third eye chakra, which is all about foresight, perception, as well as the subconscious mind. And this is the area where our soul speaks to, okay? All right, so this was a past life reading for the divine feminine, any females who have taken the time out to watch this reading. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Um, and once again, please don't forget to check the description box for all the decks, um, okay, which I have used if you are interested in reading for yourself or for others. And if you did enjoy this reading, please don't forget to click the like button, subscribe or share, or just leave a comment. Thank you for watching. See you next time, and goodbye.